Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Wimbledon Spiritualist Church and our virtual service. I'd like to introduce our medium for the morning that really doesn't need introducing, but he's a wonderful man, a good mate. We keep in contact regular. He's got the ump a little bit today because Chelsea didn't do as well as he would have liked. But, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ivan Lee. Welcome, Ivan. Good to see you here.
Good evening. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all well, and thank you for joining us for this service this morning. Thank you.
And my wife Jackie's here with us, who will be doing the healing and other bits and pieces here in the moment. So I'd like to open our meeting with prayer. A great infinite spirit, we, thy children, come into thy presence, seeking communion with thee and our loved ones from the realms of spirit. We seek your knowledge, your power, and we seek the message of continuing life. We seek and look for the truths that Spirit has to offer this world. We would ask that during this service you come close, not only here within the church, but within each and everybody's home, that their guides and guardian angels comfort and strengthen them in their times of need, especially during this lockdown where we all need that extra bit of comfort. Divine, through thy knowledge that you impart over to us, make us instruments of thy peace. Help us to bring the message of continuing life, of healing by the power of the Spirit, and the manifestation of the Spirit in our lives. So as we are united here in prayer and in oneness, let us dedicate this service to the love of God, to the manifestation of the Spirit, for the upliftment of mankind. So mote it be. I now ask Jackie to lead us with the healing prayer.
Good morning, everyone. It's lovely to be back in church again on this great spring morning. This hope that, life is about to open up again, just as the time of year is. There's buds on the flowers are beginning to all come out, the crocuses in the park. So it is lovely and joyous. For those of you in areas where there's been a lot of rain, then just imagine a rainbow healing bridge and know that we are so close to finally coming out and being able to see people again. So let's keep that positivity. But as we link and as we embrace all of those that we can't give a hug to, I want you to put your arms out once again. Imagine yourself, if you're a member of the Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, within the church in one great big circle where we can stretch our arms out to everybody and to our wider family now that we have, that are many miles from Wimbledon, an even bigger circle of friendship and like minds and like workers. For the power of healing is strong. We know that 2 individuals that we have been sending prayers for the last few weeks are improving. That Paul, that was in an induced coma and taken miles away from his family, is now beginning to react, still very poorly, but no longer in fear that imminent losing him. So therefore we know that it's much, much better. And Pooja and baby, there was lots of complications and very, very poorly. But once again, she is improving rapidly, which is wonderful. And we have a dear friend, Nick, and he's still in hospital, and we just want to send him our love. And we need all the healers here to have him on your healing prayers so that he may become well, and love to all of his family. To our own Kelly and Stephen, to Rachel, to Bernie, to Babs, to Mayha, to Cynthia, and all the other names that I took from our Wednesday group. If we can just think of those individuals, if we can just close our eyes for just a moment or two, taking a deep breath, ask for healing for ourselves as well, Feel the healing manifest through your fingertips down to your toes, and send that healing out to everyone that is in need, to Mother Earth herself, to the animal kingdom, and for all those individuals that are still tirelessly working around the clock to man the vaccination centres and the testing centres and the wards that are so full in the hospitals, that are caring for our sick friends and loved ones in a position where we're not able to get to them. And just think of the people that you know that are in need, and think of those that we have read the names from, and just send your love and your thoughts. That healing energy is powerful. Just surround each one of them with love, with wonderful healing colours, of a lovely healing blanket. And we know that our healing angels will go and work for us as we lift their spirits and we lift our spirits, and know that not too far we will all be in a much better position. And we ask this, O Mother, Father God. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so Claire, wants some healing prayers today. So we will take that on board for you, Claire. And if there's anyone else that is asking for healing for individuals, that then just, don't be frightened to come and say, because the more we can spread the names of those in need, the more energy we can get to those individuals. And then what I want to do is for us all to join in with saying the Serenity Prayer, because it's a very positive, powerful prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I also want to mention it's our time for our collection to go round, our virtual service. So if I can mention our collection via PayPal, and it's the paypal.com, PayPal me, LAD Proms. Or if you want to set up a direct debit to keep our churches going, they're still costing an arm and a leg to keep going, and the accounts are just going in one direction at the moment. But we're managing, and we know that there's a lot of places that are in need as well. Now, Shirley is saying that Felicity needs healing. Thank you, Shirley. So we will spread that word, hopefully, to all of those that are watching here this morning. And wonderful to see that you're on with us this morning, Shirley. And to say another month, couple of months, hopefully, we'll be physically back within the church. But anyone else that has healing thoughts for people, then please just send that. Okay. And this is the time where we normally say a quick hello to a few names before we'll ask Ivan to do the reading, which he's going to do, and Pamela. It was nice seeing you, Pamela, last week on one of the other shows that we did. She's saying good morning to Richard and myself and Ivan. So it's nice to see you. And Richard Hall. So good morning, Richard. Not sure if I've seen you before. And Mick. Or Mike. It's Mac and Casey. Right, okay. So good morning to you. And Danielle, good morning. And Julie, a friend, Julie Caswell, good morning to you, Julie. And Gemma, saying hello to us all. And Jill, good morning, Jill. Stacey, looking nice and bright with your picture, looking very bright this morning, so I'm glad it's bright in your area. And Cheryl, lovely to see you, Cheryl, and saying hello to us all. And Susan, good morning. And Christine Wooden from Spain, it's lovely to see you. It says here from cloudy Spain. I'm sure it won't be cloudy for long. And our own Mary Dixie is saying good morning to all of us again. And our own Jim also saying good morning to us all. And Jeanette, I don't know if I've seen your name before, so good morning to you and welcome to our service. It's your first time. And Kelly, I'm not sure if I've seen your name as well, so good morning if it's the first one. And also Faye. So it's very nice to see you. And Sue Rue, I think he's saying good morning. So we've got a couple of Sues. So, you know, hopefully we may see some more people later. And Penny, is that? Burton. Good morning. And we're going to ask Ivan if he's ready now to give us the reading. Thank you, Ivan.
Yes, certainly. Okay. Good morning, everyone. And it's me doing the reading today. And I've picked something from the White Eagle book of meditation, The Still Voice. And as it happens, very apt to follow on from the healing moments, because this is chapter 10. It's the healing power of love. We come to help you to attune yourselves to the infinite power of love. Love is the worker of miracles. Divine love will meet every need of your life. The material world and your imprisonment in the physical body may seem to you very hard, and you have become accustomed to thinking in terms of pain and inconvenience and ills of the flesh, which seem so obstinate and will not be removed. Of course they will not, if you think about them, but as soon as you dwell in spirit, attuned to the love of your Father, Mother God, and Christ the Son, you will feel the inflow of magic power of healing. But don't be in too much of a hurry, be patient. If you will train yourselves to think in terms of love, every moment of life, you will find that unconsciously and almost imperceptibly, a beautiful healing will take place in your life. There are many methods of healing, but only one true source from which all healing flows. And this source is divine love, the foundations of all life. The Master Jesus is at the head of the healing ray, and it is his special work to help humanity to make contact with the source of life. He comes to you whenever you truly call. No prayer goes unanswered, because true prayer sets up a vibration in your soul which goes right to the source. True prayer is complete surrender to the soul of God's will. Thy will be done in earth, thy will be done in my physical body, thy will be done in me. God's will is good, and his will is that your body should be healthy, holy, and able to enjoy all the beauty of life. May the wisdom which will guide you to this end fill your heart and mind. Thank you, everybody. And I'll hand you back to Ray, is it?
Yes, it is.
It is Ray. There you are. Good morning,
Thank you.
sir.
Good morning again, Ivan. Just want to say a few words this morning about what we are and who we are as spiritualists. Silver Birch teaches in a teaching called To Die Is Not Tragic. At some time in life, we must face death, whether it be in passing of a loved one, family, friend, neighbour, colleague, or acquaintance. For a sad few, it is a shattering experience from which can take many months or years to recover. How blessed our spiritualists that have the inner conviction and knowledge of life after death. And that is very true. But even as spiritualists, we hurt when our mums, our dads, our relatives close to us that pass to the spirit, because we're human. Now, it'll be 7 years this November when my dad passed to the spirit. And it was quite a sad passing for him in the sense, because he went into hospital, he didn't do as he's told, he then fell over and broke a hip, and he never really recovered, and the rest comes to the fact he passed some months later. And he was in chronic pain, and the latter part of his life, which we call his last supper, was Jackie and Mum and I bringing him, it just ate a great big fish pie from the hospital, and then Jackie brought in some scampi, some cockles, and some jellied eels, and some other bits and pieces, and he couldn't move from the waist up at this time. And cut a long story short, by the following few days, he had passed to the spirit. And I jokingly used to say at the time, oh, I know where he is for the first time in my life. 24/7, I know where my dad is. And the situation, a lot came out from my dad. Those who know me and the family well, a lot came out. Good stuff, but stuff came out about Dad and his passing. And the beauty of being a spiritualist, I knew that Dad was now free from pain and suffering and gone into spirit. But I missed those physical conversations with him, where I would sit at home or at church and sit and talk to him, ask him things. He'd tell me stories about things he did in the 60s, in the 50s. And those who didn't know my dad, in the 50s, he was a teddy boy. And he had a wonderful nickname. And Dad would come and talk to me. And then when I became president, he gave me a lot of edicts, which I shouldn't do and what I should do. And since his passing, he actually has quite openly said through different mediums that you're now the president, you get on and do it. But we do miss that physical presence because we're spiritualists. Doesn't mean we won't feel that physical presence. I have so many friends within spiritualism that have lost mums or husbands and family friends, and they miss them, and that's understandable. But what spiritualism gives us, it gives us the knowledge of continuing life, but it helps us to heal ourselves. Some people will say, as a spiritualist, you shouldn't grieve. I'm totally the opposite, because I believe we should grieve. I believe we should mourn the passing of a loved one. And I think that's right and correct. Because in my case, our mum, Mark and I's mum, she went into hospital with a terrible infection, which made her slightly delirious, and she's seen all strange and wonderful things in hospital. But the thing was, we suddenly got a phone call on a Monday morning, get up there now, she's got a matter of moments. And I just missed that because of lack of being able to get the car parked, only a matter of moments. And that hurt. I shed some tears. Jackie conducted both Dad and Mum's funeral services, and I was there. I spoke at both the services and I did the committals. But to lose two of my best friends, which was my mum and my dad obviously is your dad, but I worked with him around the shop in the market from the age of 8 or 10 at different times, going around as a Saturday boy. And with Mum, obviously Mum was always there. And I always knew when I was in trouble with Mum because I got called Raymond. Well, if I was really in trouble and she wanted to get my attention, it was Raymond Leonard Robinson, and I stood to attention and went to wherever she was sitting. But as spiritualists, we must learn to come together with that knowledge of continuing life. And it's important. Got another funeral service this week, Jackie and I. Neither of the two funerals we conducted and we're going to conduct passed with COVID. But the situation is, you lose a loved one, it's natural to feel that sadness. It's natural to feel that aloneness. But the beauty I get, and I know Jackie gets the same, because this week was her year since her dad passed, is the comfort when they come close and you feel them. And those of you that knew my father-in-law, Rick, he was a real ale drinker, and whatever pub he went into, it was never the right beer, the right temperature, the right glass, and the right anything else. And one of the first things he said when he came back from spirit, I've got the right beer, I've got the right glass, and it's the right temperature. And he has come back a few times since. And I've just heard of a story for healing, which we're going to do another healing session at the end of the service, of a lady whose she's lost a child being pregnant at 6 months and the child's passed away. So the trauma of that is unbelievable. Something a man, I don't believe, understands as well as the mother does. So we must learn to feel that love and comfort of the spirit. My dad has not left me alone, or my mum. They come back and give me comfort, either privately at home. A few months ago, year ago, I wasn't in best of health, and I felt my mum doing what she used to do when I was a little child, stroking my hair. And I actually remember saying, thank you, Mum. and suddenly thinking, I'm 62 and my mum's in the spirit. I've just said, thank you, Mum. But it was the fact it happened. All of us miss our loved ones. Now, my dad, his father passed to the spirit 1956. And he was terribly distraught over that passing. He couldn't get into the hospital because he had taken my mum out on a date. And in time he got home, the policeman was at the door saying, Derek, you need to get up to the old hospital in Lambeth, the old London hospital in Landau Road, quickly, your dad's getting ready to pass or die. And Dad got up there, and Dad never, ever got used to that month of December. He found it traumatic still, even after 60, 70 years nearly of his dad passing. Only that 1 week, he lived that 1 week over and over again. And Dad would say to me, I'm a bad spiritualist because I don't do that. And I used to say, no, it's natural, it's your dad. And he had an affinity with his dad that was unique to Dad. My Uncle Tony didn't have the same affinity, but you know, he was a bit younger as well. And I think you learn to cope with things when you're younger. But it's natural to feel that sadness and that loss. And many people here and now are going through some terrible times because of the lockdown, because of what they read or not read, or hear and not hearing correctly what's being said about certain things. And the fear some people have, and it's their right to have this fear, not being vaccinated. And it's perfectly their right if they decide not to. But we must learn to grapple with what's going on in this world, disseminate what's true and what isn't true. I get a lot of things on my Facebook page because I'm connected to America from Fox News, and I've now taken it off because Fox News is so incorrect with what they publish. And they think because they publish it, it's a true story. And that's not true. So you have to disseminate what you feel to be true within you. There's a wonderful phrase in the American Constitution which says, these truths I find to be self-evident. You must live those truths. You must find those truths. And Jackie and I here at Wimbledon and through Spiritual Psychics TV, we're all here to help you and guide you with your life, with your continuing life on this earth. Be guided by the knowledge of God in your life, of the power of angels healing you and comforting you, embracing them in you in their wings, embracing the love of the Spirit. For there is no death. And as a wonderful man once said, one day I shall be gone, but I will return. Until then, there must be no tears, no crying, no regrets. Just go forward with all your beliefs and prove to me I was not mistaken in mine. And that's how we must be, where it's possible. Not always that easy. It's not always going to be perfect. Jackie and I, this last 2 weeks, have found we've developed a new phrase in our marriage. It's called lockdown blues. It's not music. It's just being locked in, and we can't always do what we would like to do. But we've been lucky. We've been able to be part of Ashley and Claire's bubble and have the grandkids. And in a matter of weeks' time, our daughter Rachel's going to have a baby. And we're looking forward to, or Jackie more than me, but looking forward to being part of their bubble, because I shall keep a distance because of helping Ashley and Claire still. But the birth of a child, any child, is an inspiration still coming from God. And that life, any new life on this earth, will continue to progress and inherit what we are creating here on earth, taking forward that message and comfort of spiritualism. I finish my words with a few words from Silver Birch. Nothing is wasted. The law is perfect. Those of us who have lived for many years marvel at the perfection of the law. When we hear the puny minds of your world criticize the Great Spirit, how little do they know? Let's not criticize anyone or anything, and go forward with the strength and the love of the Spirit. So mote it be. Thank you, friends. We're now going to have mediumship with Mr. Ivan Lee. I thought he was going into trance just now, but he was coughing. And Ivan's mediumship, please remember there's a few seconds delay. Please answer yes and explain what you're answering yes to. If you're saying no, again, explain what you're saying no to. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ivan Lee.
Hi, thank you, Ray. Evening, I keep doing evening. Good morning, everybody. I'm just still not used to these Sunday mornings, but there you go, I'm here. Did I mute the mic okay, Richard? Hello? I can't hear anything. Okay, good. Right, now, Spirit of Love, that's nice. Thank you, Ray, for your beautiful words. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to get straight on with it. You all know basically what we hopefully should happen. I hope you should connect with people who have passed, your loved ones. It might be one or two come forward. Morning, Susan Smith Collins. Morning, Robert. And so I'm trying to, morning, Richard. Hopefully just get one at a time, because it does get, it's more difficult doing 2, 3 at a time when you have to type it through. But please, we always say, hang on, can you actually, the whole message is like a suit. It has to fit. The jacket's got to fit and the trousers got to fit. So, for example, if I've got a Bernard here who passed through, I don't know, the piano falling on him. It'd be good if that was real, wouldn't it, Richard? I'm making it up. Yeah, I am actually making it up. So bizarre, so it can't be. You know, it all got to fit together. Anyway, right. As I've been talking, I do have a gentleman coming forward. Yeah, right, mate. I quite like this gentleman, because as he comes in, I don't know if it's like, I'm not sure it's Peter or... Right, Peter. He keeps giving the name of Peter. Peter, hiya, June. Okay, and it's I do have this lung condition with him, and it's like, morning, Natalie, and it's like a fluid. Okay, I've got it, mate. I've got it. It's I don't know whether I connect with a Peter. It is Peter. Right now, morning, Bernadine. Okay. Right, I've got something on my chest. It's not quite hard. I don't know if it's actually cancer, emphysema, but I've got a fluidy condition that would have taken him over, and he wants to come in. And I've also got he's with a woman as well. Okay, now someone's dad, obviously, but it's like, is there a Peter? I am from Spain. Hey. Oh, right, okay. Oh, yeah, MK, Matt and Kirsty. Could be MK Dons. Oh, that's really weird. Peter doesn't like MK Dons. As though it's poof. Okay, I don't want to say that. Now, where does the Peter connect? I've got to get him connected, because I've got to connect it with, that is weird. That's quite, I like it how it works out like that. Now, right, Dad, Peter, emphysema. Right, hi, Petra. Is that Petra? Yeah, got my new glasses on. Can't see bugger all. Okay, right, but the where that came up, yeah, the ladies were little lady, quite not a pushy lady. Your dad's more sort of vocal, if you like, than your mum would be sometimes. But with Dad, it was emphysema, because I don't know if there's a birthday or anniversary that I'm right on top. It's March, actually. He's making me go at the beginning of March, okay? And he's also, yeah, Wimbledon. That's where the MK Don fits in, isn't it? Because MK Don's was, you know the story. Anyway, right, I understand that, Pete. Cheers. I quite like that. He's got a very nice, dry sort of sense of humour as he connects in. Quite dry, quite forward. He's all right. And with Mum, did Mum have cancer? Who had the cancer condition, Petra? Because I'm sure it's, if it is your Mum, she keeps talking about okay, Mum's birthday is 6 months. Brilliant. That'd do me, because I knew there was something coming up. And Mum must have been the last one to have passed, because Dad's going back a fair bit, actually, in years. I don't know if it's like 12. No, it's longer than that, mate, isn't it? Go on, keep on. Go on then. Okay, thanks, Pete. I like your dad. He's a nice man. Right, now. Mum is a lot quieter, but Mum's more than okay. Yeah, Mum had cancer. Okay, because she's talking about the... When Mum would have passed, Petra, okay, because Mum's talked about her passing, I don't know if I'm like 2 to 3 years, because I'm not that long ago with your mother, and it was cancer, but she's making reference, I don't know where because she doesn't like a fuss, and she's very quiet, easygoing lady, and she keeps, I got it, love, I got it, speak up. She talks very softly. 12 years, okay. I think I said 12. Did I say 12, Richard? No, that's the mother. The mother's about 3 years. Yeah. Okay. Well, the dad came and got him because your mum's talking about you being there with her, Petra, or before she would have passed. I know Ray was mentioning it, but did you miss Dad's passing, or it's like a passing that was missed, or you just someone got there just too late, or they just left and they passed? This might be to do with Tony though, because I've got a Tony connecting in as well, but I'm pretty sure Tony's nothing to do with you, Petra. Okay. He's actually not anything to do with Petra, but Pete, Dad, with your mum. I just did Eric Morecambe. What do I do that for? What do I do that for, Richard? What am I doing? Okay, right. Now, this is something to do with, this is a gentleman's maybe do that. I don't, okay, right. Now, one at a time. Right, got it. With his mum, nearly missed Dad's. That's fine, because your dad came and got your mum anyway. They're both together. And I know we've been through a very weird year, very strange times indeed. And hopefully we're all coming out of this, what's been going on, because I don't know about you and everyone else out there. I have found this lockdown absolutely nightmarish. It's been horrible. I mean, I talk to myself for a living anyway, but I like your humour. Let me finish it. Right, Mum, Dad, stand up. It's to put a smile on your face, Petra, especially with Mum's birthday coming up. Met Eric Morecambe. Brilliant. That will do me, because I wanted to know how to do that Eric Morecambe thing. And that's Tony was Dad's friend, but past I want Tony. Does that make sense, Pets? I don't know what I called you Pets for. Okay, brilliant, brilliant. But it's like, and I don't know if it was your dad that liked to beer or Tony that liked to beer. I'm not an over-the-top drinker. I'm just like a normal sort of drink. And I know what you're doing there. Thanks. They're celebrating your mum's birthday for a start, even though it's like a week early. 2 weeks? 2 weeks early. 2 weeks early. Okay, but it's just that Tony's quite funny, because he just wants to cheer you up, okay? So I leave all their love with you. Dad's with his mate. Mum's with your dad. Dad's with Mum. They're all here. I know you know they're around you. And is there a necklace or some sort of chain that you've got a Mum's, or something that's, I don't know if it's broken, or it's something that's not quite right with this chain? Does that might be something else coming up, actually. Real Petra, that's Pete. Sue, Sue doesn't connect with you, does it? No, I've got to move on. Right, okay, Petra, that's all for you. So I leave their love with you. Say, God bless, thank you. Necklace was nothing to do with you. Right, now, I've got a lady jumping in. Literally jumping in. She's quite bubbly, she's quite pushy, and she sort of shoved this family out the way, if you like, just to sort of come in quite strongly. I keep getting Sue, so I don't know if she's the Sue or I need to connect with the Sue, but this lady is very, very bubbly. I've got problems walking, and I would have had health few. Oh, bloody hell. No, hang on, let me check. Hang on a minute. Was she quite bubbly and a bit pushy, Petra? It's going to be the Petra show, isn't it? Oh, that'll do, mate. Right, that's all. Sue's yours as well. Now, I've got to move. Get rid of it. Okay, that'll do. Right, that's all Petra's family. Hopefully we'll get some others in. So I'll say God bless Petra, good luck, and happy birthday. All right, love. Happy birthday to Mum. Now, okay. I do have a lady in, and she's okay, I've got it. Patricia or Pat, please, no, not to do with you, Petra, at all. This is, I don't necessarily want the actual Irish connections, but it's like, I'm not sure actually, because I do feel like Sue was to do with Petra's one. Oh, hang on a minute, let's crack on. And do you have a Patricia or a Pat as well, Ashley? I did think Sue was someone else's. Right. All right, love. Right. This, yeah. I've got a Sue and a Patricia. Okay. Now, Thank you. With Sue, she is talking about mobility issues, few health issues, and she's more than okay. She's very bubbly, quite flirty, not tarty flirty, but quite sort of flirty, bubbly, friendly lady. I quite like her because she's the sort of lady that would come in and light up a room. Okay, does that make sense to you, Ashley? Is that Ashley? Is that Ashley? Yeah, Ashley. No, right. So it's not you then. Okay, is that no to what? Patch. Okay, right. This might be. Did she have cancer though, Tracy? Because this Patricia, or Pats, whatever you call it, keeps making reference to a cancer condition. So that would be with her. These are separate connections here, right? Oh, she did. Okay, she did what? Can you? Hi everyone. Can you please answer what you're saying yes or no to? Thank you. Okay, she sparkled. That'd do me. I've got a sparkly lady. So I don't know where she connects with you, Ashley. If she's like, I don't know if it's aunt, great aunt, but I'm sort of on the outskirts of the family. So she wants to come in just to say hello. Nothing major, as though you've been doing some finances. I don't know if it's to do with you. She keeps changing banking stuff around, as though I don't know, there's been some issues with some debits or some money that's been going backwards and forwards or trying to sort out. It's difficult getting in the banks. And, you know, when I was a kid, you used to go in the bank with a mask on for only one reason. And it's all changed. No one laughed at that, Richard, did they? That was poor, wasn't it? It's Sunday morning, what do you expect? But found out later. Okay, right. I'll be back to you in a minute, Tracy, because Pats, that's mum, and she's quite a nice lady. Ashley, no, hang on, Ash. With Sue, did she have a pneumonia or the breathing condition? I've got two here. I've got a Sue and I've got a Sandra. Do you know what, Ash? I don't think it's your Sue. Right, let me get this two sorted out. So I know I've got two ladies here, and they're both quite. I might be getting confused with the two of them, actually. Right, and this is all the different banks, and this is going on at the moment, Ashley, because it's something that's got to be going on at the moment. She's talking about. I just got to shut everyone else up for a minute, okay? Because I want this lady to come forward, and there is something to do. I don't know if it's a fluidity on the lungs or it's some sort of respiratory. COVID, yeah, that makes sense to me because it's all here. Okay, right now, I know there's been a lot of this. I mean, my mum passed last March. Anyway, it's not about my mum; it's about yours. Is there your mum was Sue? Okay, and the things. Shut up, wait. The things going on at the minute all to do with the. Thank you, darling. I've got it. Slow, please slow. She talks fast, your mother, Ashley, really talks fast. With the estate, okay, at the moment, right, because she wants to say, I do like her, actually. She's a bit of a nutter, your mum. She just went, just tell them hi, I'm fine, hi, I'm okay. And it's like, I know it's a nightmare trying to sort things out, and I can understand why she's highlighting this for me, because I had to go through it all with my mum, where we were still in lockdown, etc., with the estate, blah, blah, blah. But it's like you'll get there in the end, because your mum, I do like your mother. She's in no rush here, because she wanted to touch. Say that again. Just to let you know, she is okay. She is fine. And I don't know if it's you that's got the 6 pillows on your bed, or 6 cushions. Yeah, she was a nutter. I'm glad you agree with me there, Ashley, because she was doing my head in. And I didn't want to say she's absolutely mental, but in a nice way, not in a horrible way. She's not like a nasty, I got it, nasty lady. Had her moments, but she's just bubbly and bright. And even though it's been, okay, thank you, darling. What has been a difficult time, that's why she would light up a room. She'd make everyone laugh and not take anything, I got it, love, not take anything too seriously, but she does send love. And there's something about 2 rings. I don't know if you've got 2 rings, or there's 2 rings that are with her. All right, darling. Yeah, she keeps talking about the 2. Do you? Okay, 2 rings. And she keeps squeezing my leg and all. Don't mind. Okay. But, yeah, okay, I got it. But it's something about the 2 rings that she wants to get across, Ashley. But first and foremost, it's like she's fine. Okay, I've got it. And I know you mentioned it was the pneumonia, the COVID pneumonia that took her over, but there was a few health issues that were sort of bubbling under the surface with her, but she's more than okay. And she sends her love. She's fine. Something about April anniversary, April birthday that's quite important. She wants to bring forward, and I'm sort of going mid-April, so I want to know the 14th, 15th of April. And if she's got to slow down, because I've got Pat waiting here, and Pat's a bit of a forceful. I forgot the word for lady then. Do you know that, Richard? What's going on? Pat's okay. Sue, your mum Ashley sends her love. She's fine. Arrived okay. All for you. Now, that's you, Ashley. Hope that helped. So I'll leave her love with you and say God bless. Now, with Patricia or Pat, she's still wearing her dad's rings. Right, fine. That'll do. It's like she still had something with her. Right, now, I don't know where, was that Tracy that connected with Patricia? Right, and was there a cancer condition with her? Because she's talking about a cancer condition that she would have passed with. So to make sure that all connects, first of all, before we crack on. Not health issues, okay. She ain't now, love, she's mental. That was for Ashley, that is. Right, okay, now, with your mum, Tracy, excuse me, coughing, making me cough. So I don't know if there was like a COPD or some sort of condition with her there as well. And the pipes are all clogging up. It's like the esophagus. Just, yeah, the pipes are sort of clogging up. She kept, let that, I believe you meant kept that to herself. Right, okay, now, anyway, right. I'm going to be completely honest with you, Tracy. I mean, I don't mind this lady, Pat. I know it's your mum, but sometimes could she be quite awkward and stubborn as that not letting the cat out the bag or anything like that? And as my nan would say, I got it, love. She sort of play her cards close to her chest. Not in a horrible, nasty way, because she's quite a friendly, easygoing, quite a strong lady and a very determined lady as she wants to come forward, Tracy. Would that make sense to you? I'm playing cricket. Who plays cricket, Richard? Anyway, right. Oh, that might be the cricketers, actually. Right, just wait for Tracy to answer on that. But it just back comes. Does also Ron or Robert connect with you? Oh gosh, yes, Lolo. Oh gosh, yes, Lol. I presume you're saying it's yes to all of it, because I know it's right, because your mum's telling me it's right, so I'm just going to go with it, because she's making it. But I don't know if you connect with a Ron or... No, it's Ronald. Ronnie. They would have passed, because this gentleman, obviously, that could be a Ronnie girl, couldn't it, I suppose? No, this one's a bloke, okay. Because he just wants... I've got a funny feeling this is a separate connection. All right, mate. Separate connection to you, Tracy. Right, now, it's just your mum here. Although mum's got family over there, but she's also talking about, and it's something about, I've got it, love. Indoors, Tracy. Right, I'm not sure if it is your Ron. Because Ron's not your dad, is it? Because he keeps saying he's a father, wants to talk to his daughter. Wait for you to answer that one. I didn't think it was your Ron. I could be wrong. It has been known. Yeah. Okay, right. Now, your mother, Pat, okay, she just wants to come in. And I can't shut her up for a minute, because when she gets on the steam, when she starts rolling, she's steaming. Not steaming, that sounds wrong. When she gets on a roll, she just goes with it, okay? Because she wants to put a smile on your face, Tracy. And I don't know whether the two connecting, whether it's two kids or you're one of two, but she's talking about the two as though down here on the earth plane, there's a bit of, no, look with me. What's that, Ron? What's that for? Yeah. Okay, Rosie, it's might be with that makes sense. Is that, did you have heart problems at your this Ron or Robert? Because I've got heart issues. It might have the both. It might be Ron and Robert, or Bob, that would be. Okay. But with Pat, I've got it, love. She's starting to pull back. Right. Pat just wants to send her love to you, Tracy, as though she's all right round you. And it's like, put a smile on. It's always putting smiles on your faces, because it's all a bit bloody miserable out there recently. But Patricia, Pat, I like Pat, I know love. Pat, want to say hello to you, Trace. That's you sorted out, Tracy. Right, now, this gentleman comes forward. I'm not sure if it is with you, Rosie. Oh, yes, okay. Well, yes to what? They don't listen. You people, you know, listen. Okay. Is there two of them? Is there a Ron and a Rob, or Bob? He probably would have been. And I do need a father figure, and it's almost like I've got heart issues. The celebrity he looks like every says he looks like. Eh? I don't know. Robert the celebrity, he looks like. Everyone says he looks like. But which celebrity, Robert? There's lots of Roberts. Ah, right. Let me get some more information first, right? Because I know it's a Ronnie. It might be, but I do have to connect with a Bob as well. That's all right, Tracy. Good luck. Okay. Now, right. Okay. Right. Ronnie. I want to stick with Ron. I don't know Dad. And he talked about heart issues. I'm not sure which one I'm with, unless I've got two Rons. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not going to do the two Rons thing. Did he have 4 candles? Sorry. No, it's. I'm sure. Yeah. I'm actually sure I'm with you. I mean, I might have 2 Rons. Good job, ain't 2 Bob. I'm joking. Right. Anyway, right. Right. Your Ron had the heart problems, Jackie, didn't he? Because I know he's a father, Ron. I might have 2 Rons actually, because with the other Ron, with the other lady, I've got the other lady's name. What was it? Rosie. Rosie. Did your dad have Ron is my nickname? No, I don't think. I got cancer with this other gentleman, but I don't think he's Ron. Where'd you get Ron from, Rosie? Right, I'm sick of Jack. Right, let's sort your dad out first, and I'll get this other bloke sorted out. It's Ray, actually. Ray, the other gentleman. Okay, not 2 Rons. I've got 1 Ron. That's your father. And I know there's a Robert Bob that would have passed Jackie, but Dad wanted to come in. I quite like Dad. He's not a pushy man. He's quite easygoing, which is annoying me a little bit because he would let other people sort of jump in front. But he wants to come forward to say hello to you, Jackie. And I don't know where the concern or the worry is down here on the earth plane with someone. I don't necessarily want anyone to have, there must be a health worry or a healing worry, not healing, healing's not a worry, but there must be sort of worry around someone Robert had the cancer. Great, okay, that makes sense with these two gentlemen I got, but it's Dad doing the talking, and Dad's quite easy and accommodating, and I know there's heart issues with him, but it's like, and I don't know whether there's a George that connects with you as well, Jackie, because it's all men here at the minute, love. Usual Friday night in Croydon there. Anyway, it's all men. And because I've got a George as well that must connect. Okay, now, unless George is a separate one, but I know Robert, Bob, has a cancer condition, and Ron's dad with heart problems. And he keeps showing me a wristwatch. I don't know if you've got the watch, Jackie. And he keeps talking about 7:30. And I don't know if he passed around 7:30 or the watch has stopped at 7:30, but he keeps telling me 7:30. And it's only 5 to 12. So, yes, I hope that's yes to all of it. So I'm going to crack on because your dad's quite not impatient. He don't use. Oh, he's frustrating because he doesn't use one word. No, he doesn't use 10 words when one word will just do. And he's very down to earth. I quite like him. But okay, I've got it. I mean, there is this healing. Please. Thank you. I've done it again. Okay. Get off. Thank you, Faye, but get off. Okay. Right. Okay. Now, Jackie. I've got it. Right. With right, your dad, Ron. He's got quite serious now, as though there is a bit of worry down there with someone, and there is okay. It's like someone's been sending up prayers for healing or prayers for help to a member of the family with it or within your circle, Jackie. And could your dad? Okay, I got it, mate. I got it. I do like your father. Could your father saying he's heard it? Thank you. And they're doing what they can do to help everyone down here. Right. Great. I'm not going to go into detail because it's because your dad won't go into detail because he doesn't go into detail anyway. Okay. And he just wanted me to get forward with that. And there's also something about a February connection that we've just missed, or a February birthday that's just gone, okay? Like within a lot of, yeah, February is 2 weeks, isn't it? What's the matter with you, Ivan? But it's like 2 weeks. Within the last 2 weeks, there's been a birthday anniversary. That's for you. Right, hang on. Be with you in a minute. And so I'll leave, okay, Ron. Bob, Ron, I'll leave all that with you, Jackie, and your father, and Bob. No, Bob's uncle. Bob's your uncle. Bob, your uncle. Bob's your uncle. All right, mate. How you doing? Okay. But they all send their love. They're fine. Now, hope that made sense to you, Jackie, but they're on the case. That's how I've got to put it, and that's how they want to bring it forward to you. Now, I do have another gentleman coming in. All right, mate, and his name David. I've got a David, okay? That would have passed. He's not your David, Jackie. Don't panic, but he keeps mentioning David. How old you, mate? All right. I'd say he's round about, I want mid-50s, possibly late 50s, not old. He's not 60 anyway. And he wants to come in, and I've got, it's like an aneurysm or a tumour. Could even be just like a stroke. Something to do with the head, as he connects in. So wait and see if I hear anyone out there that can take this. And Jackie, do as you're told. All right, Ron. Your dad says you're not very good at doing as you're told. Just do as you're blooming well told. All right, Ron. That's from your dad, Ron. And he's fine, by the way. And the 7:30 thing's got to be quite significant as well. Okay, right. We've got any Davids out there? Boom. All right, mate. It might be... that's an unusual thing. Barry doesn't connect anywhere, does it? I want a Barry that's passed. I don't know if that connects with a David or it's two. Brilliant, Jackie, thank you. Or it's two separate things I've got coming forward, but I do have a David that's passed, or Dave. Okay. And it keeps going to, I've got head pains or head stuff going on here with him, but I also do have, you got it, mate, I got it. A choice, Barry. That's Larry. Let me sort the Dave out first. Barney. No, not Barney. No, sorry, Rosie or Ronnie. Okay. It's either Barry, Larry. It's not Barney. It's definitely not, but I'm pretty sure it's not Barney. No, it's not Barney. Right, but I've got to get David sorted out first. Is there any takers on David? Hi, Kim. Okay. Hi. What's that meant to mean? Aha. Right, MKs. Is that Mike and Kirsty? Kirsty, right. Matt and Kirsty, right. Sorry about that. Okay. Get with Barry that's passed, okay? Because I do have a gentleman coming in. And I don't know if he passed quite quickly, but I've got to connect this David because this David won't leave me alone. Pauline, okay, right. Let me sort the two. I think they're two separate ones, right? You understand David and the age. Pauline, listen, yeah, right, mate, I've got it. Yeah, he's happy. He's quite happy here because he wants to connect into Pauline. But I've got to get this thing. I don't know if it's a tumour or some sort of aneurysm he would have had. And he's not old to have passed, but he wants to say hello. I'm fine, okay? And he's talked about passing quite quickly as well, very quickly, or whatever was going on happened very, very quick. Okay, and I hope you understand that, Pauline. And I've also got to go to January. What is he that for? Don't make me sing. Right, there's a January connection that's quite strong as well, a birthday anniversary. And I want it's around the 8th, 9th of January. Okay. I've got it, mate. Right, this David, I don't know how he connects with you, Pauline, but he's quite a cheerful chap. A bit of a pain, okay, because he's sort of got that relentless. Okay, I've got it, mate. Thank you. Now you're here. If it is yours, Pauline, he's got that relentless, Mickey taking sort of dry, sarcastic, not rude. Well, depends what your class is rude, but not rude as in disrespectful humour. Even though some might come across a bit like that. But with no malice. That's about. Thank you, mate. Thank you. He doesn't come with any malice to this humour. It's quite it's relentless love. Okay, I'm not sure if he's your David. Okay, because he is a wind-up, and he keeps jumping in and out, so I can't keep the bugger still. Okay, Joe, this David, I've got to get this character right first with this David, and also it's like the head thing and the passing very quickly, and the Barry connection, definitely Barry, because right, was Barry outside the family, Joe, and David family? This is where I want it. I want Barry, who's not connected in the family, and David, who is connected in the family. And if you've given me that the wrong way round, Dave, you sod off. Yeah, cheers. Because he is a wind-up, and I feel like everything he tells me, I've got to reverse it, if that makes sense. Okay, because, you know, if you went out there, the sky's, Dave, look, that lovely blue sky. No, blue is red. Okay, that's how he would be. Okay, just for the, yeah, I've got you, mate. I've got your stuff. Just for the pure fun of it. No, I didn't think it was yours. Okay, sorry, Pauline. It's like, did your David have a cancer condition, by the way, or stomach problems with the, my stomach's not right, as I feel quite sick quite a lot of the time, and I can't eat my food. It's Kirsty, right. I don't know where I'm going, Richard. I'm losing control. Barry, right. I've got to get the Dave. I've got a funny feeling these two are together, not together, but they connect together to the same message. Who else took the Dave? Like this 15 past called David. Was it quick? Because this is a quick passing, okay, Chloe? But I've got to connect to Barry as well. And I want to pass Barry too. Okay. Barry, I might have the wrong way around. Barry might have passed quick as well. I do feel like Barry would have had a heart problem or an aneurysm, passed quite quickly. And I've got a funny feeling I've got to go back to Kirsty on that one. Would that make sense to Kirsty? He says, so I want Kirsty. Did your David have a heart problem, Chloe? And was he a pain in the arse, to put it politely? Because he's a real joker and comes in, takes a mickey. Right, I need to sort these two out pretty quickly. Very cheeky, Julia. Right, too many Daves here. DP. I've got an initial DP. So I don't know if his surname was P or his middle name was P. Might be Paul, Pete, Pat. I can't think of any more P's. But it's DP. Are you kidding me? Right. He keeps laughing. He's got a dirty, dirty laugh as well. Okay. I do. The DP I've got to get out of the way. Okay. I can't get the family. Was. Eh? Yeah, no, I didn't think. I thought I've moved away. I didn't think it was Pauline. This sounds more. Right, Chloe, I'm not sure if I'm with you, or what was the last one when they was 50? Because I want that age, yes. Right, that makes sense with this David character of yours, yes? Just put, yes, it does, Ivan, you're a wonderful man, and I will accept that. Okay. Actually, just put yes, because it's like, yeah, he keeps brightening up when Chloe comes up, okay? I just want to stick with Chloe here for the moment, Richard. Okay. Right, that's Barry. I have got two separate rings. Right, who used to ride the push bike? I've got a push bike. I don't know if I'm like a lycra man. Oh, this is weird. Or you know, I would have been a proper cyclist. That was one of the two Ronnies. That was Ronnie Corbett doing that, wasn't it? Ronnie Corbett, that is. Yeah. Okay. But I don't know why I'm rocking backwards and forwards. Okay, because I got with Barry, anyway, well, that's where I'm getting confused with the two people. Thank you. And Chloe, yes, right, because Dave wants to shout out you. Okay, he's fine. Barry wants to come in with Kirsty and Matt. I don't know if they both knew him, but he's quite a nice fella, Matt. But I've got to get this. When I say cyclist, I'm talking, he done it properly. You know, he weren't just a sort of, I'm getting on a bike and buggering off down the road. There's quite a cycling thing involved in it. I hope that makes sense to Kirsty, because I've got a lady here I've got to sort out who's coming up the rear of me. And it's towards the back. Yeah, that was wrong, wasn't it? In the background, wants to connect in quite quickly, and she's coming like a bloody train. She's quite woo. Anyway, right. So Barry wants to say out to Kirsty and Matt. Fine, he's all right. Not old either. When he passed, he sends his love. And I've also got Chloe, your Dave just wants to pop his hello, and he's a cheeky bugger, and he wants to put a smile on your face, and there's a pregnancy coming up. You Chloe, you ain't pregnant, are you? Anyway, he keeps talking about a new baby coming within the family, so I don't know if someone's tried for a baby, or there is one, but he's adamant, absolutely adamant, that there's a pregnancy coming up. Yeah, Okay, right. Adamant, this David is. Not. Okay. All right. Hi, Terry. Bit late, love. Nearly finishing now. Okay, I'm joking. Oh, hello, everybody. Okay, that was very cool bit, wasn't it? Okay, right. So, sort of. Right, that was Dave for you. Matt didn't know. He was like, that'll do, mate. Right, okay. That's to do with you, Kirsty. Sending love is fine. Well, he knows Matt now anyway, and I hope you're getting on okay. Because he's talking. Say that again, Bal. Okay, want to call him Bal. Bal. Sister's having a baby. Good, or had a new baby. Right, that's from Dave. That's to you, Chloe. Sends their love fine. Brighten up, cheer up, love. It ain't all doom and gloom. Right, back to Matt and Kirsty. Kirsty, I've got Bazzers. I don't know, Bazzer, Barry, Bowie. He wants to come in because he's making reference. I don't know if there's new, because I know what you're doing with work, etc. But he's talking about new ventures being started up, which is a really weird thing to do. So, okay, I've got it, love. Hang on. Oh, this woman's getting on my nerves. Right. New ventures coming up. I don't know whether lockdown eases down. This is for Kirsty and Matt. Okay. Whether it's when lockdown eases down, there's new ventures coming in that they want to highlight. Barry does. And just say, it's like, go with it, because I know it's been a frustrating time for everyone, okay? But Barry wants to make reference, it's where the frustrations, everything's put on hold, there are things that are going to be happening coming forward quite nicely, okay? That's with you. Right, good, brilliant. Now, I've got three things I've got to connect together here. I do have a Dave, and that's the DP. Can I go back to Pauline a minute, Richard, please? Right, Pauline, listen up. Who had the stomach problems? And I've got a mother figure coming in as well. And she's quite a dominant lady, okay? Quite sort of, I'm in charge here and wants to come in. And I do feel like if it is your message, Pauline, this is mum. So if your mum ain't passed, it ain't for you. Simple as that. And with that, and I do have different health issues with mum as well. I don't know if there was a dementia condition or strokes, but I do feel like I'm not really controlling my body as such. So pleasure, MK or Kirsty. I do feel as though I'm not in control of my motor actions. Let me put it that way. I hope this makes sense. Jean. And it's like might be Joan. It's either Jean or Joan with this lady. I hope that connects you, Pauline. I'm not honestly sure. She's very feisty, very fiery, very, I'm in charge here, and, that is it. Okay, right. I'm not sure if it is yours, Pauline, but I do feel like it's Jean. Jeanie. Not really Jeanie. Could be Jean. No, it's Jean. Does that? Yeah, Dave Bowie's on. Okay. A Jean or Joan, right? I've got to connect this Jean. It's a mother. Does that got a Joan, right? Is that mum though? Because it's got to be mum. It's got to be mum. Okay. I thought it was actually Jean. I can't hear it properly, love. She talks too bloody loud, and it's that sort of voice that you really. Okay, it's that sort of voice that you really sort of you sit up to, I don't feel it's yours, Sally, but don't go away. You're not going away anyway. Can't go nowhere, can you? No one can. Right. Does anyone... I thought it was Jean. Does that make sense to anyone yet there, Richard? I don't... If it's Joan, it's Joan. Jeannie. Right. Oh, hang on a minute. Linda Parry. Right. Jeannie. I don't mind that because I went Jeannie. Okay. So we go with that. Is that mum, though? Feisty and Joan. Right, okay, right. Now let's get is there a dementia condition or different, like a stroke, and I'm not really in charge of my body properly, if you like, or I can't get my body to work properly. Does that make sense with you, Sally? And I don't mind having got it, Jean and a Joan. Jeannie. And did Jeannie have the cancer condition? Joan was mum there, wasn't it, with Sally, wasn't it, Richard, yes? Right, trip past I want, but was there a cancer condition with your mum, Gina, Linda? Because that's where I want to go with this lady. I'll get these two ladies in, not a problem. Hey, okay, right, now, all right, yeah, all right. Your mum's come forward for a change. I know dad's passed as well, Sally, okay, and you've got a boy that's passed, but it's mum's come in. as though Mum wants to come in. Miss. That's where I want the one. Right, that's Sally. Right, brilliant. Okay, I'll get to, hang on, love. I'll get to Jean in a minute, if I can call her that. But I'll get to her in a minute. And but I want to come forward with oh, God, blimey. Right. I know there's a boy over here that's connected. There's a family, the whole family. Mum wanted to come in for a change because you must have kept an eye on Mum, Sally Worker, because you get strong healing connections with you as well. Because Mum's just come in and say thank you. You know, there must be an anniversary of your son's passing February. She keeps talking about February. I've just missed it. I know we only got a week left of Feb, but it's around this time because your mum wants to make reference to it. Mum's in charge still. She's over here. Even your dad shuts his mouth. Okay, but Mum Jones sends her love, and she's also shown me a pendant or a locket that someone must have of hers. It's quite important. She wants to do it. Okay, does that make sense to you, Sally? Good. I know you've got a boy over there and that, but it's Mum wanted to come in and do this. All right, love, for a change. So I'll leave all that with you, Sally. Say God bless. Thank you very much. Now back to Jeannie. Whew. My battery's going to go. Hang on, Richard. Sorry, I just, the red light was coming up. Sorry about that, Richard. See, that's what you get for being very professional. So, thank you, Sally. Right, brilliant. Now, Jeannie, all right, let me do this. I think it's the last one. Right, Jeannie wants to come in. Right, Linda. Miss, what's that? MS. Is that what she had? MS, when the body was all... I get it, right. That makes sense with her because she's connected under the cancers with Joni. But with your mum, it's like I've really sort of... I'd had enough. It was such a relief to have passed. I'm more... Why have I got my glasses on? I'm more than okay. I'm more than all right because she wants to connect in to thank you because people will run around looking after. I know with MS it's not nice and and everything works again. Everything's working again. And she keeps... I don't know if it's an emerald ring or a green stone. Green stone is not a real emerald. Yeah, mine's fine. Yeah, the mine's okay with Mum. It's just like the body. It's the actual body, and it's quite frustrating because she says hello. By the way, she's fine. Okay, it's Jeannie, isn't it? Jeannie. Okay, and simple as that. And it's like it was a relief because everything's working. As soon as she would touch the. As soon as she touched heaven's side of life. Or heaven's side of life. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? In a way, Richard. Yeah, would you say? Yeah, heaven's side. It is like all the frustration, health frustrations gone, and it's like I was more of myself, and I'm fine. And she keeps wanting to thank people down here, but I don't know if it's a little green stone or not an emerald, but it's just that sort of colour. But she keeps showing me on a ring, so I don't know if that's someone still got that. Nothing expensive or ostentatious. It's quite nice, and she keeps highlighting this green thing, green ring, this green ring, and she's also, I've got it, love, and she talks very calmly, very softly as well. She's not like the other Joan, which is all like boom, boom, boom. She's I've got it, darling. I'm coming quite easy going. I hope this is your mum, Jean. It is Jean or Jeannie, and the walking, the mobility, and everything. Okay, because I can get about fine now. She just sort of wanted to come in just to give it. Okay, send a love to everyone, but it's this green stone thing. It's quite important. I hope that makes sense, Linda, because I'm running out of time. Yes, she had enough. Okay, great. I've got to get with your mum, Linda. She's quite a soft-talking lady because she's very, very. I quite like her, and it's nice to end it or finish my bit here with someone who's quite easygoing and peaceful's the thing, because it's like I'm all right. And indoors, I've got it with you, Linda. You must do you now. What have you been doing? Okay. She keeps connecting. I don't know if someone keeps messing about your doors indoors. Your doors indoors. She keeps shutting and opening doors, as though there's something. I don't know, the bedroom door. Something with the bedroom door that sort of comes adrift. I don't think it falls off, love, but sort of comes adrift or gently opens. Absolutely no reason at all. Bluestone. I don't mind that because it's my dad. Because my dad was colourblind. He thought blue was green, green was blue. But I'm not going into that. Well, I don't mind if it's blue. If I've got the colour wrong, No. Something that green thing. I don't want to push it or labour it, but I'll accept that for the minute. You sure enough? Okay. She talks very softly. Okay. There's something with the door, but Mum, I've got it done. Sends her love. She's absolutely fine. Thank you. And it was such a relief. And I know I got Jeannie, but I don't know if there is someone who's a Dave Bowie fan, but because I keep getting references to that sort of, I don't know if it's that sort of music she liked or you like, Linda, but I keep getting that sort of reference to the early 70s music, you know, Dave Bowie, Ziggy Stardust, etc., Starman. I keep getting a reference to that, even though I've gone with Jeannie, and her name is Jeannie, or Jeannie. But I keep getting a reference to that as well, so I hope that makes sense. And you talk about three of you. I don't know if there's three of you that connect, or you've got the three kids, but you talk about three, as though that's quite important. You want to get across, but your mum sends her love. Really, I keep singing Starman as well. Yeah, that one. That's the one I'm going to. Yeah, that one. Okay, anyway. I hope that makes sense to you, Linda, because I'm running out of time. But if Mum sends her love, Jeannie, she's fine. She's all right. She sends her love. So I'll leave that with you. Say, God bless. Thank you. That's it. That's it, everybody. Thank you very much for listening. I'll just do a bit of filling out time till Ray appears. And just by magic, there's Jackie. Or is that Ray who's dressed up like Jackie? Who knows? Okay, but thank you very much, everybody, and good afternoon now. Good afternoon. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ivan. Yeah, so Ray's down the other end of the church, which is why I've suddenly gone to here. We were just looking at something ready for a wedding we've got next month. Okay, so I want to say very much a big thank you to Ivan for demonstrating his wonderful gift of mediumship to us this morning, and giving some comfort to many people. And for those that can take any part of the message, then that's always a bonus. And people are still thinking that, you know, that you may be with them. And Jill is thanking you, Ivan, there, I see.
Pleasure.
So I want to thank everybody for being with us for this service and making this service. I want to thank Richard James, our producer at Spiritual Psychics TV, and also want to ask if he has any adverts for SPTV for today. Okay, as you'll see the advert going up, we have our VIP night this evening at 8 o'clock, which is on Zoom. And that's mediumship training, so that would be a very worthwhile event to be part of on Zoom. We have Indigo Oracle tomorrow afternoon at 3:45, and that will be on the YouTube. Am I right with that, Richard? Okay, wonderful. And Matt and Kirsty are on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, and that's also on YouTube. So look for it on the Spiritual Psychics TV, and then you'll be straight in. If you found us this morning, then you know where to look. So thank you very much for everyone that came in. We've had some more healing names just been passed by Ray, and that's so for those healers, if you can just put these names down for Jill, for Claire, for Amber, for Rachel Taylor, who has just lost her baby at 6 months. So very sad. So need a great deal of healing for her and for all of the family. And, you know, we have a Leanne Scott saying lovely service. Needed it this morning, and Julie saying lovely service. So thank you very much for making up this service with us. Without you, you know, there obviously wouldn't be a service. And next week's medium is our own Phil Shaw, so he'll be with us on the Sunday. And I would just like to ask Ray now to come and do the closing prayer. Oh, and hello, Alwyn, I can just see that you're with us.
Friends, so as we go our separate ways, may we take with us the love and the knowledge we have received this morning from our medium and from the reading. May that inspire our hearts and minds to go out into this world, to make a difference, to help enact change, to benefit the world outside. To paraphrase that phrase, for Lord, to make us instruments of thy peace. So as we depart, we take with us the love and the knowledge of the Spirit. We take the power and the manifestation of the Spirit in our hearts and minds and our whole eternity. Until we all meet again, good morning, blessed be, so mote it be. Bye-bye, friends. Thank you, Ivan.
Thank you. Pleasure. Goodbye, everybody.